Everybody, welcome back to the Tribe of Nerds. A little technical difficulties, weren't exactly able to go live. Will, but anyway, we are here for our official Tribe of Nerds MCU Character Draft with JJ, Will, and Nicole. So very excited for us to get to this. I guess right before we get into drafting. I guess, overall, I mean, I know Phase 4 has been, a mixed bag for everybody, and technically Nicole still has a couple shows to get through, and a movie, but, I guess, what are your guys' overall thoughts on, Phase 4, as a whole, going into Phase 5 now?
I mean, I feel like I've been pretty clear on this. I think it's oversaturated.
Mm-hmm.
I do appreciate some of the things that are getting brought into the MCU now. I think it's great that the X-Men are now involved. That's wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
And I really like some of the content. I like the variety of things we're getting. Like She-Hulk, for example, did not feel like your standard superhero movie. It's not a movie. I know that. Whatever. That's beside the point. We're getting away from that and really expanding the superhero genre at this point, which is nice, but there's just too much content.
Yeah, I can agree. With that for the most part. Will, your thoughts on Phase 4 and going into Phase 5?
It's like a mixed bag of things, kind of like where JJ's was with the whole saying of you like what they're putting out, or at least what they're at least putting into the universe, but at the same time you wish the quality of what they put out was better. I feel like we have a lot more mid movies or shows than actual good movies and shows. I'm not saying everything's got to be Infinity War level, but it felt like it started off strong,
Mm-hmm.
but then as the longer it was going, it kind of just faded out. A couple of my favorite projects, Moon Knight, Shang-Chi. I even liked Doctor Strange too. That one was,
mm-hmm.
again, one of my favorite ones too to come out. But since then, every time I rewatch something or I try to give it another chance, I'm like, ooh, I don't know how I feel. I like clips of them more than I like the whole movie itself, which kind of is a problem.
Yeah, agreed. Nicole, you are almost through all of Phase 4, but I guess out of most of what you've seen so far, because we got through most of it on this watch through, but what are your overall thoughts on Phase 4 heading into Phase 5?
I like it. Something I think that really worked during the Infinity Sagas and the phases there was that they always have an Avengers movie to tie it all together.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't just a standalone character that was random and didn't have a purpose. We haven't found that purpose yet in Phase 4. I think it might come later on, it took so long to develop Thanos and the whole Infinity Saga. But at the end of Phase 1, you still had the first Avengers movie.
Right.
Then at the next one, you had Age of Ultron, and then you had Civil War. Everyone kind of worked their way into a bigger movie, and we just haven't seen that yet. And I think with the shows, it's going to be harder to integrate everyone. Yeah,
I can agree with all the points you guys made. I mean, it's literally Spider-Man No Way Home, Shang-Chi, Doctor Strange 2, kind of those projects for me, maybe a couple other ones. Wakanda Forever I really enjoyed as well, personally. I know you guys all have to catch up on that when it drops, but those were kind of the ones that I really liked, and then everything else was a mixed bag down to there's so many flaws with this. But I guess without further ado, I know so this is kind of just hyping up Phase 5, seeing what our draft teams will look like, and we'll kind of make a bracket afterwards. So let's get into drafting our teams. So we're going to start with our heroes. We should probably figure out draft order. That's something that we forgot to do in all the chaos of technical issues.
The wheel.
So how do we want to determine this?
Are we doing the wheel?
Wheel, do it.
Yeah.
Wait, I feel like I'm missing something.
It's the wheel. It's literally a wheel online that we spin.
Oh,
Wheel
right on.
of names.
All right, we're gonna add Nichol here.
There's
So
no
we-
real reason we have this much hype other than it's just a
wheel?
thing. Yeah, like it's just become a thing.
Yeah.
Here's the first spin. I just smacked the shit out of it for no reason.
Can I be first and gold, please?
Nichol,
Yay!
congratulations. You get the first one.
Nichol gets
We're
first.
gonna keep doing number 2. We're gonna do number 2.
Yeah.
All right. If it lands over Nichol again, I'll just spin again. I'm lazy. Me. Fuck
Oh,
you, Jay.
All right.
And then it's either JJ or Baruki. What are we gonna have here? Baruki!
All right. Well.
I guess this is what happens when I get first in the Pokemon draft.
Pokemon draft?
Yeah. All right. And people on the video that I'll be posting will see me typing names and stuff into the tables. But yeah, so that's our order. It is Nichol, then Will, then me, then JJ, and we'll do a snake draft. So like when it gets down to JJ, you'll get to pick 2 in a row. But I would ask that like we talk about like even if we're picking 2 in a row, just like let's discuss whoever you pick, and then before you pick the next one.
Oh, now we want to do the snake pick, huh? We didn't want to do that with Pokemon when I had that last, but okay.
I mean, do you not want to do the snake pick and just do it normally?
No, it's fine. I'll take the snake pick. It don't fucking matter because I'm not first and I'm not last.
Yeah. Okay.
Are we going to re-spin when we get to villains and side characters, or are we going to keep the same order the whole time?
Fuck it, we're gonna respin. Why not?
Let's respin. We'll respin at that point. So, all right. So, Nichol, you can pick the first hero on the board. So, who is your first hero that we will discuss?
My first hero that Nichol is picking is Wanda Maximoff.
Well, Will's not happy about that, I don't think.
Like, I was out to win. I was not picking favorite characters out here. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine.
I kid you not. Nichol said before we started this draft that she thinks that she has heroes that no one else is going to pick. And she comes out of the gate with the one that upsets everyone.
The clear favorite.
Well, let's talk about Wanda's arc throughout. I mean, I knew Nicole's favorite was Wanda after doing this my rewatch with her for the first time through the MCU. I think Wanda's been like, she's had this arc of like going through a lot of grief, and then she's kind of been back and forth between being a hero and a villain, but you kind of understand where she's coming from with like her villainous turn that just happened. So I don't know. We'll have to see. I definitely don't think she's gone because like there's the debate over whether she died in Multiverse of Madness. I don't think there's any way she died, but yeah. Talk about Wanda. Nichol, like why did you pick Wanda? I'll let you talk about that.
Okay, so I am a very emotional bitch. Wanda is also a very emotional bitch. And I relate to her very much so. I just relate to her. Like, I feel things way too much and I don't know how to react with it. Yeah, I've never cursed a town, but have I done some bad shit? Probably. So, Wanda is like me. I love her. I literally just sewed JJ and Will the tattoo I want, and it's Wanda's, like, crown. This is a Wanda shirt. Like,
I should have known. I should have known.
Y'all should have known. I even, like, dressed up for this shit and everything.
My screen's blocking the shirt, so I didn't
Clearly,
see
yeah.
what I was going against.
Yeah, Wanda shirt. She's always been my favorite from the minute we saw her in Ultron, or even in the post-credit scene we saw her in Winter Soldier, I believe.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So I just always liked her. I love the relationship she had with her brother, and like one of my favorite quotes in the movie is when Hawkeye says to her, "You can either stay in here, but if you go outside, you're an Avenger." And I just think that is so cool. and I love her.
Yeah. She's a great pick. I knew you were gonna go with her first, and like I'm glad you were able to upset some people here. But Will and JJ, what do you guys have to say about Wanda?
Was going to be my number one villain pick until we talked about could be a hero or a villain. Then I was like, this is going to be one of my favorites.
Yeah, 100%. Like, yeah. Well, all right, fine. You know what? It's all about depth. You know what I mean? You gotta get a good team. You know, gotta build around it. It's fine. No, yeah. Wanda's a strong pick to have.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think the Wanda stands.
The MCU version of these characters. You know, I mean, even if you want comics version of them too, like she's just
mega powerful.
Yeah. Well,
he literally spoke the words "no more mutants" and changed reality. So you know, like the MCU version of her is the Nerf version of Wanda. So we should be grateful for that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm very that's a very strong pick off the bat. So like I don't know where you're gonna go next, Will. I mean, unless you're picking favorites, but you guys have said you're gonna go different directions, so like we'll see. So I guess unless you guys have anything more to say about Wanda, are we ready to move on to Will's first pick? All right, Will, go for it.
Alrighty. So, since Wanda's gone, and that was going to be the real powerhouse, I had two options I can go with. I'm probably not going to get my other one. Like, it's going to be one or the other on this one, and I have accepted this. But I need something that can at least have a balance and a fighting chance against Wanda. So I'm going with the main man, Doctor Strange.
Ooh.
Because you got to have something to balance the magic. As much as I love some other characters more, I've actually grown to like Doctor Strange a lot more since rewatching. But you can't, if Wanda's not on the board, I feel like the next best thing you got to go with in terms of heroes is Doctor Strange. He's the only one that has a basic understanding of what she's capable of doing on the magical aspect of things. So we're going with the experience, the real Sorcerer Supreme right there.
Wow.
How do you feel about that?
JJ.
Yeah, JJ, go for it.
There's a reason there are 16 heroes for me to pull from. I had to chosen, so yeah.
Just think, you're last, but you get the double pick.
That's true. That's a really good point.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna have at least one powerhouse on their team.
Maybe. I don't know. We'll think about that. But I with Doctor Strange, I mean, I love just like the style of character. I mean, the visual effects every time Strange is in a movie are fantastic. And like, yes, he's a lot like Tony Stark in some ways with like the arrogance and like this arrogant man learns humility. But like, I like the struggles that they put Strange through, and like I really like Multiverse of Madness better than the first Doctor Strange personally. Although I think the first Doctor Strange has a couple aspects that are stronger than the second one, but yeah, I think he's just a really cool character. Even like I know Nichol hasn't seen this, but the What If episode where it was Strange Supreme, and like you have this big tragedy of Doctor Strange where like he is basically cursed to lose the love of his life. And, like, he destroys an entire universe over it. Like, that's some crazy stuff. So,
what's also nice about Strange, though, too, is you know he's down to, like, do the dark arts, too, which is really good because you need to. I like somebody who's willing to float with that line. You know, like, he had a good little character development at the end, like, you know, it's Multiverse of Madness, you know, where he wasn't going to sacrifice, what's her name? I'm drawing a blank.
America Chavez.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chavez. But at the same time, he was like, you know what, though? We are going to dream walk, though. And I am going to get corrupted a little bit because post-credit scene showed that third eye.
Yep.
So you know my man down bad with the dark arts, so he's a powerhouse.
Yeah. That Zombie Strange, like, pure Sam Raimi, and I loved it.
Oh, that was such a badass power scene right there.
Yeah.
And he's going toe to toe with Wanda too. Did you see that? He was slinging him shit. He's like, man, fuck your shit.
All right. Yeah, so I guess I have next before JJ's first pick. I don't know if I'm gonna upset JJ again. I anticipate maybe not, but I think a couple of my picks might be safe, so I'm gonna go with the one I feel like is most likely to maybe be taken by one of you guys. But I'm going with Chadwick Boseman, Black Panther. Uh, I think that T'Challa's arc in the MCU, I think that he was just like, I loved his portrayal. Like, Chadwick Boseman did such a great job, even considering the fact that he was battling cancer all through his 4 times playing this character. I guess 5 if you count What If, but yeah, I really do like him, and just like struggles to be king, and like it just works for me. I felt really connected to his character and like the world of Wakanda, and it sucked that to not have Chadwick for Wakanda Forever. But I still really liked Wakanda Forever, but not as much as the first one, and I think it was missing that heart of Chadwick. So yeah, and your guys' thoughts on Black Panther?
I don't even have the super soldiers, and he kind of is a super soldier, like basically
Mm-hmm.
on my radar. There are other heroes that I think are just stronger contenders.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough. Anybody else on Black Panther?
Definitely a surprise pick out there. I was not expecting him to go this early. I had him on my list. I had him. I didn't think that would happen. But now all you tell me now is JJ's going to piss me off with his double pick. Because there's no way this man falls this deep to me again. There's no way. So I know it's going to be JJ. Actually, it might be you too, Baruki. But it's definitely going to be JJ.
Yeah.
And I know it because I see it in his eyes. And it's always a tradition that me and JJ, for some reason, butt heads during these damn things.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of an obvious pick.
It is.
Who do you go with?
Who are you picking? I don't know.
Hulk is very much my first pick.
That's not okay. All right, what's your second one then?
I mean, do we want to talk about Hulk real quick?
Sure. I mean, obviously he's been nerfed in the MCU, but like Hulk is a powerhouse. And I was telling Jake and Nicole earlier before we started this that I kind of based my hero team off of like slots or roles that they could fill on the team, and I think having like one just like bruiser on the team. So like here it was going to be Hulk, Thor, or Valkyrie, depending on how things got picked before I got a chance to, and it's just a good pick, good solid hero.
Yeah, agreed. I think Hulk's a really solid pick for sure. Anybody else want to say anything on Hulk before JJ picks next?
Man, I want, my personal bias wanted to take Hulk with my pick, but I was like, because we do the MCU versions of it, I'm like, I would have just still been very salty with the latest version we had of him. Now, if they would have ended things with Hulk at the Ragnarok, I would have so taken the Jolly Giant, Green Giant on that one. But because of where he ended up, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how you feel about it, you know?
You don't like dabbing Hulk?
Dabbing Hulk.
What?
Okay, so She-Hulk, I didn't hate Hulk and She-Hulk. I actually kind of appreciate some of the character development they gave him. It actually made me hate him, like, at least enjoy some of the aspect, because they brought some tragedy back into him a little bit. Like, there were still moments with some sadness, like when he was explaining, especially like in the beginning when he was like showing he visibly like misses Tony, like, so, and then him talking about his past, like that, like showed like the character again. I loved it, but I just like, there's something about just the raging fighting beast. The fact that they just took that away from him, like, I don't think it's the same fire to fight anymore, and that's what keeps me away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
for
still
sure.
a good pick. I mean, he is durable as fuck. He's still strong. Like, he's still no joke, like in terms of power. So yeah, good pick, JJ.
My next pick, God, I'm really, really torn between Wolverine and Deadpool.
Ooh.
I forgot about that. Oh no.
Man. I'm gonna go Wolverine. I think Deadpool is actually a stronger contender. Like the overall terms of the MCU, but Wolverine has been a long time favorite of mine, and I'm putting some sentiment into this. So that's my next pick.
I think Wolverine is a great pick. I mean, it's crazy that we're getting Hugh Jackman back in the role when we thought he was done after Logan. And I guess they've said, Ryan Reynolds and, Marvel Studios have said, they're not affecting the ending of Logan with this. But, I don't know. It's just crazy that we're getting Hugh Jackman back at all after that. So. But anybody else want to talk on Wolverine?
That's a combo right there. Hugh Jackman, Wolverine, ooh, and Hulk. That's a tough one.
Have Hulk throw Wolverine at things.
Throw me.
I know.
To be honest, I don't know Wolverine.
Yeah, she hasn't seen the Fox X-Men movies. But I mean, you will at some point at Deadpool 3. I mean, unless he's just a cameo, which is possible.
They are definitely they're nostalgic, but they are about as cheesy comic booky movies as you can get.
Yeah, they're a mixed bag. I mean,
Last Stand, though. Actually, no. Last Stand is a guilty pleasure movie. I won't have anybody say otherwise.
JJ, wasn't X-Men Origins Wolverine a guilty pleasure movie for you?
Not even guilty. Don't mistake that. I straight up will not condemn me.
Fight me on it. I like that movie, and I think
there was two good things about that movie entirely.
I strongly disagree.
It's Hugh Jackman and Sabretooth. Those are the two strong things about that movie.
It did Deadpool so dirty.
Yikes.
All right. This is going to be a wild podcast.
Middle finger thumbs up I've ever seen in my life.
All right. Well, it's me now. Well, I got to continue picking my, I guess, favorites, and I really do like this version of the character. He's my favorite version of the character, Tom Holland Spider-Man. And I think I relate to him the most out of the three Spider-Man. Not to say Andrew and Tobey don't have their own great qualities, they really do, and we saw that in No Way Home. But Tom, especially in No Way Home, we got to see this innocent Peter Parker really come fully fledged in a way, finally. And all the sadness and all the rage that just happened. I mean, he just loses Aunt May and just immediately wants to kill Green Goblin. That was a crazy moment. So I really do like Tom Spider-Man, and I'm sure we aren't done with him yet. I'm sure we'll see him again in MCU Spider-Man 4. So.
Ooh, Spider-Man. I like that Spider-Man pick. Spider-Man, low-key strong. People don't realize how strong Spider-Man actually is.
He has super strength.
His age.
Oh yeah, I like that pick.
Stuff too. A really good intellectual character. Spider-Man is my backup for Wolverine and Deadpool if I didn't get those.
Yeah, well, I mean, two of you can still pick the other two Spider-Man versions.
That's true.
I ain't even worried about that, man. Y'all it's what? It's my pick next, right?
Yeah.
There's no way he fell to me again. This is unbelievable. How are you gonna overlook one of the biggest guys to be around?
It's Thor.
It's
Are
Thor.
we about to like ignore Thor? The one man who physically can and has bodied the Hulk,
Mm-hmm.
the player of Thanos. Like, we are not going to ignore that he didn't do that. The killer of the God Butcher himself.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
we going with Thor. Thor, easy. That man has literally he's the oldest Avenger. He's had the most battles. He is a powerhouse in himself, and he's got Stormbringer.
But do you know what else he has?
What?
Trauma.
That's
literally all of Marvel, though.
Yeah.
You picked the biggest one with trauma. What you mean?
Yeah, I was gonna say Wanda does have the most. Like, what?
Don't be coming in here talking about trauma when you're sitting there with the Scarlet Witch on your team, where literally her whole character is literally walking trauma. Unbelievable. At least Thor has kids. Mm.
Oh, that's true.
They're still his. Wanda created hers. Illusions.
They're alive in a different universe.
Dang, Will.
They ain't even hers.
They're alive in a different universe.
Thor's with his. Thor
Yeah,
with
but
his
you know what? I bet Thor's kid has daddy issues.
They all have daddy issues.
How can you not when Thor's your dad? Are you really going to tell me that he's going to be a good dad?
He was a great dad in the beginning. He literally was like, damn, this kid's a powerhouse, got some powers, has some anger issues. We're going to take her into a fight. Here, take this weapon. Bam. Easy. That's parenting 101. Recognizing your kid's strengths and channeling it in a healthy manner by absolutely obliterating people who deserve it.
So that Thor's going to have, like, about life advice and bullying and the sex talk. Can you imagine having Thor give you those kind of...
Hey, you know what? Wait a minute. This draft ain't about who's going to be the better dad. Okay? So this is about who's going to win fights. And Thor is really good at winning fights. So you can all shove it.
Will, I think we're very much against each other now since we got Hulk and Thor on our team.
We'll have to see who ends up against each other in the bracket.
That Hulk don't want to see this Thor.
I'm hoping Thor and Hulk go against each other so you can just campaign online for who should win.
I think my team looking pretty fucking stacked already. I mean, I literally have a powerhouse. He can fill the tank role. He can fill the fucking bruiser role. I got the Sorcerer Supreme himself. So guess what? He's a specialist as far as I'm concerned. Like,
Yeah.
Is
I'm
he
looking good
really
already
the
with these two
Sorcerer
picks.
Supreme right now, though?
Juan is technically now.
Okay, listen. If y'all come at me again with this shit, Juan can't even hold strangers jockstrap on a Tuesday. Juan is just a fucking cameo. That's all he is.
He has single-handedly tied Phase 4 together.
Yes. It's the Marvel Cinematic Universe Phase 1.
Will's just not. All right.
You better move on. I'm gonna get.
Okay, Nicole, your first pick or your double pick? Who is it?
Vision.
Wanda and Vision together. No surprise.
I'm picking Vision because he is made from uranium and he is robotic. The only way that he really died was because of Thanos.
I mean, he also got surprise attacked from behind. So I mean, with a weapon that could break through vibranium.
And like, Wanda would have done anything for. I don't know. I'm picking Vision. I don't fucking care.
I like Vision. I
Vision's my
mean,
pick.
they really.
He has the Mind Stone. He literally has an Infinity Stone in him. So like. Sorry. I was gonna say, I feel like they do try to nerf Vision in a lot of these battles that we see throughout the MCU because Vision should be really powerful. I mean, they obviously, like I just mentioned, they do it in Infinity War. Obviously, Civil War, they make it so like he's nerfed in the airport battle when obviously Vision should be one of the strongest in that entire battle. So, I mean, like, yeah. And
I think it's really important to have the intellectual side of things on your team too. And Vision's a really good fit for that role.
Yeah, no, it's a solid pick. You know, if you want to talk about daddy issues, you know, literally Tony Stark's his dad, you know. Don't get more issues than that.
Fair
I
enough.
don't know, Morgan might have a few more.
Nah, Vision's a good pick. Vision's a good solid pick. You got like that love dynamic right there, so they're gonna fight harder for each other, you know, and all that.
Exactly.
Shit. But it don't matter because at the end of the day, the end result is the same. Because you know.
Kinda.
Yeah.
I mean, we do have the Vision, but I don't know.
The White Vision.
Yeah.
That is true.
I'm excited to see what they do with him.
Yeah, we still
give him a paint job at least.
Right. The White I don't like.
Yeah, we still have to see where he went to. So.
Yeah.
If the rumors are true, there's supposedly a Vision Quest show, but like we don't know. All right, Nicole, you have a second pick in a row. So who's your third pick?
Here we go. I think my last two are pretty safe, so Natasha Romanoff.
Black Widow. All right.
Oh.
I'm picking Black Widow. I think her Widow training got her in a lot of places. She showed up in so many different movies. I love the movie Black Widow. I don't really love the final act of Black Widow, but I think all that, like, going up to it, and you get to learn more about her and the training she received. Like, she took down someone that was literally impossible to track down.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think she's a good pick. She stopped Clint from being his assassin, whatever he was doing with his life. Vigilante shit stuff.
His Ronin. Time is Ronin.
Yeah. So, I just think that she has the power to be a good leader for my team. Like, I don't want really, that's going to sound bad. I don't want Captain America, but I think Natasha would be a good leader. And she showed that in Endgame by being able to sacrifice herself for the world. And on top of that, just being in charge of, like, everyone as they were all on their different planets and places of life. True.
Yeah, I like Natasha. I mean, I think she's had a pretty solid arc. I mean, it sucks that her movie came out 5 years too late, but like that's, you know, that it should have come out around Civil War time, but that's just a nitpick. But I mean, yeah. So your guys' thoughts on Black Widow?
I like the logic behind it, you know, going for the leadership role, you know. Obviously, you know, it's clear that, because like when you get to a lot of these heroes, you know, you're just sitting there, you're like, all right, it's not always about like the pure power, because, you know, like, cause there's a very small group of like pure powerhouses in terms of the heroes and stuff. But like when you're doing like a team like bracket and stuff like that, and you need to put up together a good team, yeah, you need that good chemistry. And I think Natasha is a better fit for Wanda. Cause I feel like, shit, you could even say Clint too would be a good, you know, leader for her too, or someone to look up to. But Wanda's close, so I'm not Wanda. I keep saying Wanda. Natasha. I think that's a good pick for that leadership role.
Yeah. JJ, any thoughts on Natasha?
I hadn't put that much thought into the team dynamic with the heroes. I had with villains and side characters a little bit, but that makes a lot of sense. I think Natasha or Captain America would be like the top two leadership picks for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just think Captain America's too hung up on Peggy Carter to be a good leader.
or maybe T'Challa. T'Challa would be a really solid pick.
Yeah,
that's true.
T'Challa's a great leader.
I know that Nichol didn't just disrespect Captain America like that. I was fine.
Fuck that guy. He can't hold a candle to many of these heroes. Great on a team, not gonna lie. But
good hand fighter, but
Steve's too in love with Bucky also.
Yeah.
I'm not well left and right today.
Okay, so like this is my take on it. He was willing to risk the Avengers, all this stuff he had with Iron Man, Natasha, all the other people for Bucky in Civil War. Like, granted, he was innocent, whatever, Zemo for the win, but at the same point, like, he was about to throw away his friendship with all those people For Bucky.
Okay, my comment was kind of a joke, but...
I'm sorry, Steve kind of pissed me off in Civil War.
Well, Nicole's Team Iron Man, then.
Will, who are you gonna pick?
Yeah, we'll go for your second pick. Let's keep this going.
Alright, so here's the problem that I ran into when I was always looking at these lists, is because there's some names we put on here, but the problem is we don't know like how they're gonna be portrayed exactly in like the future like projects and stuff like that.
Right.
Because like they either are mentioned that they're either confirmed that they will be getting a movie or a show. We just haven't seen them, so we don't exactly know how they actually scale in the MCU universe. But I know them from just like either other forms of media, either the comics or like other shows or something like that. Mm-hmm. Mostly like the comics, because like you look at it, it's like, oh my god, because I'm looking at dynamics and stuff like that, because taking in team effects. Ooh, okay, because I got Doctor Strange, very intelligent man. He's very adaptable. He can work well with anybody. Thor's just the front runner, but he's good at fighting, like, so he's good at handling shit. I need, like, you know what? I'm gonna get the man that fucking Thor himself respects. We're gonna get Captain America on this team. You want to talk about leaders? Nobody. You know who's got his back? Thor. Those two alone, they can be swapping Mjolnir and Stormbreaker in between fights. Bop, 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 ringing bells, trading off weapons. And Catman, that man is a fighter.
The Mjolnir scene alone.
Him and Thor together are really good on the battlefield together.
And
I
guess
agree
what?
with that.
As much as people want to talk shit about him and his question, listen, at the end of the day, there is only one person, because even Tony Stark himself realized there's only one person who could actually lead the Avengers. It's Captain America.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, he's the only one who could. Because guess what? In the first Avengers, when Hulk was still a mindless rampage thing, who is the one person that could look Hulk in the eye and just be like, hey, yo, big man, don't do your thing. And Hulk's like, bad.
Yeah.
Hulk listens to Cap. Bam.
We're not making the Avengers right now, though. We're making new teams.
True.
Hey, I think this is like a pretty solid, like, improved version.
Yeah. All right, well, I guess it's down to me, and I'm gonna save my obvious favorite for later, because I'm pretty sure he's safe. I am gonna take another member of the original Avengers. Let's go with Iron Man. And, like, Tony Stark is one of the smartest people in the MCU, and he's the one who started it all. And Robert Downey Jr., perfect casting. They needed him to kickstart this universe. And so, like, I love also how, like, Iron Man just keeps improving. Every time he loses, he will improve his suits to be, like, to make up for, like, what he lacked before. Like, that's pretty smart. So, I'm pretty, I like Iron Man being on the squad, so let's go.
I was really hoping for Iron Man since Vision was already gone.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, that's a bit of a blow to my team planning. I'm not surprised though.
Yeah, I actually was like thinking about it after hearing you guys, and I kind of switched some things in my mind. I'm like, I should just take Iron Man because, like, I think it's a smart pick to have him. So.
Not only though, like, even more so than just his ability to fight. The reason I wanted Iron Man or Vision specifically was because of their utility to be resourceful for the team. Mm-hmm. Like, not just for their own personal thing, but, like, Iron Man just has the resources to like, be everywhere, basically, with all his robots and stuff that he tinkers with. His I don't even know what they called him in Age of Ultron, but, like, his Iron Man bots that he was sending out and stuff.
Yeah. Sentries.
He's very adaptable too. Yeah. Like, even, like, on the fly, because even, like, when he was first, like, in Age of Ultron, when he had to go toe to toe with Hulk, like, he was
the Hulkbuster.
Call him, like, the Hulkbuster real quick, you know, just, like, shows the example on the fly, like, adaptability. and like you said, very intelligent. He's intelligent in the way that he can, like, you give him enough time and he's good at thinking on the fly. Like, it's not that he's not just, like, base intelligent, but, like, his ability to, like, analyze, like, what's going on, like, I think that doesn't get appreciated enough, like, and when it comes to his fighting stuff, too. Because even during Civil War, too, like, when he was getting bodied, it took a little bit, but eventually, like, he recognized the pattern in the fight, like, in the way that they were fighting, and was able to be like, okay, this is how I'm going to counter, because obviously Winter Soldier and Cap, hand-to-hand wise, blow Tony away, but because he was using his intelligence and using his technology, he was like, okay, I can recognize this pattern, now I'm going to counter. So you got to give props to that.
Agreed.
He did take 2-on-1. Like, he was throwing hands with that.
With Buck and Steve, yeah.
Yeah, like he was holding his own. You got to give him props.
Very true.
Okay, I guess that makes it
Solid pick.
Yeah. JJ?
Yeah. The two that I'm picking, and I'm going to pick them together. We can discuss them together. That's fine. I think they will work really well together to fit the role that Iron Man would have. And also, I think that one of them could very easily step into that leadership role. I'm going to take Professor X and Mr. Fantastic.
Ooh. Reed and Charles.
Yes. So in terms of intelligence, I mean, the two of them together, they've got that spate. I've got literally Marvel's like smartest man here, Mr. Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Also, though, like I think he is a strong candidate to be a leader, particularly with Professor X there to like when Hulk's in like his rageful moods, even though he's like different. Like I feel like the mind powers can help kind of calm him. Also, like Professor X has those resources to connect with everybody on the planet with Cerebro. And I mean, you got the two of them, they can make Cerebro happen for him. So those are my two picks right now.
Really solid picks. I'll say with Reed Richards, I mean, I loved John Krasinski being put in that role. I mean, obviously it's a version of him. I assume the actual Fantastic Four casting. I mean, rumors are saying Adam Driver, which is interesting, but I don't know how true that is. But I doubt that John Krasinski is actually playing Reed Richards in the full MCU. I think that was just to appease to fans, which is cool. And then seeing Sir Patrick Stewart back as Charles Xavier was really, really cool. So.
No, yeah, dude, like that. Those two alone are, because like even like Mr. Fantastic too, like his ability to be like durable too is like undervalued because, like, his utility that he has with that, and then Charles Xavier too, like the telepathy power, like especially if you look at like how it was in don't even look at just the MCU version since we got like Wolverine in here, like just look at young Charles too. Like from the X-Men origin movies and those timelines.
Yeah, and like going a little bit more into like the team aspect, just look at how Wolverine was when he first came to the X-Men and what Professor X did for him. Like,
oh yeah, I think especially since we're like taking the team dynamic of things too, like how our teams are going to stack against the other teams. Yeah, like you got like that is I think that's a very good two picks to have.
All right, Jake.
All right. So I'm going to save my favorite for last. And instead, I'm going to go with the other, I guess, funny man of the MCU. And I'm going to go with Paul Rudd. Let's go Ant-Man. I also just really enjoy the power set. I think you have potential. I mean, being tiny can actually be really, really useful. If the with the funny fan theory of Ant-Man shrinking to go up Thanos' butt, and then expanding, I mean, like, if they actually were to do that, Ant-Man would be actually really, really, like, even more useful. So, like, obviously, I assume they're not going to do that in Quantumania, and it looks like Kang might kick Ant-Man's ass. So, like, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens here with Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, but I really do like Paul Rudd in the role, and I like the power set, so I think it's unique.
I mean, during our ranking thing. Ant-Man was one of my top movies,
Mm-hmm.
and it still remains there. Although that's kind of unrelated. I do think Ant-Man is a really good pick. Although personally, I prefer Hank Pym as Ant-Man over Scott Lang.
Right.
Just because while Scott Lang is great in that role, he really is. Hank Pym he's just got the experience and he's got the knowledge of the equipment he's using to modify it and like use it in other ways that Scott Lang can't really do on his own. I do think it's a strong pick.
Yeah, I can agree with the Hank Pym part. But yeah, obviously they went different direction in the MCU. But yeah, Will, Nicole, your thoughts on Ant-Man, and then we can move on.
I like that Ant-Man pick. I mean, personally, he's not one of my favorite heroes. Just never was a big fan of him. Wasn't like anything against Ball. Just never was really interested in Ant-Man. I'm not gonna pretend otherwise. Yeah. But no, for what he can do and like his utility and his power set, I don't, and his underrated intelligence too. So I think that's a solid pick to have on your team. You got an interesting like team so far. Like you got, I don't know, man. Your team's got spunk. I'll say that.
Yeah. Hey, it's gonna be fun. All right. Any thoughts, Nicole?
I love Ant-Man. I love the movies. I'm so excited for the new one. I think it's a great pick. Like, he literally beat an Avenger when he was still learning how to use the suit. And I thought that was really cool. I do think he's better when he's with Hope.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, like, going forward. Something I do question about Ant-Man is two things. He talks a lot. And I feel like this kind of, like, pulls into the second one. I feel like he questions himself a lot. And I think that's something that I wouldn't particularly want on my team. Like, he needs confirmation to do things sometimes before actually doing them.
Yeah.
So, I am a little skeptical about picking Ant-Man, but I do think he is a solid pick.
Yes.
Before you said the getting in his own head bit, you said talks a lot, and I was just like, well, he's also got Spider-Man.
Yeah. I'm going to have a lot of people that talk a lot.
We know who his last pick is going to be. We all know.
Yeah.
No, it's obvious. It's just obvious.
So.
We know what it's going to be. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, he fell to me, too. Man, I must have done my research like a lot different than the rest of y'all because I can't believe half these guys got to me. But it's okay. Alright. We're gonna get another fucking brawler on my team because, like when you have like Doctor Strange, like you have a lot of utility as it is. Got the leadership and the fucking hands of Captain America. But do you know who throws them hands better than Captain America?
Shang-Chi.
Do you know who's got...
Moon Knight.
No. Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi, the best hand-to-hand fighter in the MCU. And he got them 10 rings. That dude. Ooh, I love it. Shang-Chi's coming to my team. Like, this team is fucking dope.
Yeah.
Like, ooh.
I actually would question saying the best, definitely up there. But I think a case could be made for two of the defenders. I think that Iron Fist and Daredevil could go like hand-to-hand combat with Shang-Chi.
I think Iron Fist would be interesting, but the reason why I will still say Shang-Chi because the difference between them is one did it at a younger age. One was a lifestyle. The other two was a necessity. Or, like, it became kind of like, in a way, a necessity. I'm trying to think of a better way to describe it. Like, they, like, got into it out of a need because, obviously, Daredevil, for his reasons, it kind of just what it was. And then same with Iron Fist, he kind of just got, if I remember it correctly, he kind of just got stranded there. So he's like, fuck it.
Mhm.
Speaking of, and just to argue with you, Will, has Shang-Chi? Well, actually, never mind. I was going to say, has Shang-Chi trained in what's basically heaven? And actually, yes, he has. Iron Fist only. And I'm like, wow, the similarities between these two characters.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, motherfucker, like, go ahead. What did he want? Shang-Chi went toe-to-toe with his father, who was just as good of a fighter, if not better, you know.
Right.
Even without, like, half the rings, because they split the rings.
Mhm.
And also, if you think about it, in terms of scaling villains, he soloed a motherfucking, like, demon dragon. Like, he fucking went nuts with them. Like, it was Shang-Chi fucking throwing them things to deal with this menace. And also, I don't care. The best fight scene in all the MCU is the bus scene. That is the best fight choreography, the best fight scene to happen in the Marvel on the big screen. Like, hand-to-hand combat-wise, the choreography was the best.
Mhm.
And that was even before the man, like, and what I loved the most about it was they didn't go with the typical, refinding his past. No, he knew who he was. He was trying to avoid it. And he was just like, he's like, nah, I've always been a badass. I just been playing dumb. But you pushed my buttons. I had to defend myself and my friend. Catch these hands. So it's not like he was slouching in any way. He didn't miss a beat.
Yeah.
And then he learned his airbending techniques, like, you know, the way, like, his mother did, too.
Yeah.
He just...
Really, really cool. I like I like the movie a lot. I like the hero a lot. Shang-Chi is actually one of my favorite new heroes from Phase 4. Like, I really like him. So I'm excited to see more of him. And Simu Liu is really charismatic as a person, so, like, that helps.
Agreed.
Go ahead. Try to beat that, JJ. Go ahead. Fuck you. Try to shit
It's
on my
not
face.
my turn.
I was gonna say it's Nicole's turn next.
What, this is her last two, right?
Yes.
It is.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. That's good. Great.
Okay, so my first one, I'm really excited about. Since we're on the topic of Phase 4 heroes, my second favorite. So you probably won't pick this person, Will. So stop. Elena Belova.
Oh, okay.
Black Widow's sister. Yes.
We've got some very different teams going.
Yes.
I love Elena. I think her story, like her past, same thing with Natasha. Like they're just both very good, but they're also both very different. I think when they're together, they're better. I just think I want the sisters to be together, just like I wanted Wanda and Vision to be together. Like, I think they're going to be the best versions of themselves when they're together.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with
yeah.
Wanda and Vision.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Stop
Say
it.
it.
Stop
No,
it.
just say it. I'm not going to continue until you say it.
No, just... I was confused at first when you were like, I want them together like Wanda and Vision. I was just like, what, they're sisters? And then I was like, oh, wait.
No, just like the pairs.
All right. Well.
I was just making sure. Okay.
Well, we went that route on this podcast.
No, no incest. No, we're not doing that stuff. Okay, now I'm gonna go. This is gonna surprise Jake.
Ooh.
Moon Knight.
Well, you just destroyed both these man's dreams. Wow.
Moon Knight. And I was never gonna pick Moon Knight until we watched the season finale. The last two episodes is what got me to Moon Knight.
I wasn't gonna pick Moon Knight, but I fucking love Moon Knight. So
You just made that because of my reaction. Fuck you, JJ.
it wasn't gonna. It's not even on my list. I can show it to you. He's not on my list.
This is bullshit.
Wow.
I was. Oh, it's a good. You know, I think it's a good pick because I was gonna do it.
So
Literally, I thought he was safe, and then she's like starts off with this fake ass thing of like, she's like, don't worry, it's not somebody you're gonna be thinking of. It relax, Will, and I believed her because then she's like, Elena. I was like, okay, I kind of have an idea of her theme here, but I should have known. I should have known better. But no, she took my psychopath from me. I was looking to build a team of literally, it's on site. My team is walking with Black Air Force energy. Like, it's just nonstop fighting. Like, good pick, Nichol.
Thank you.
Well, I said this.
Sorry, go ahead, Jake.
I was just gonna say, I said this to JJ and Nichol. I said that this is, although I think the storytelling and stuff is kind of what turned me off of the show a little bit. Which it's still above my bottom 10, so I still think it's good. I think Oscar Isaac gave his best performance that I've seen him in as Moon Knight. So.
I take Deadpool. That seems like a really good replacement for Moon Knight.
I could, but at the same time, though, like, yeah.
Remember how I said I'm an emotional bitch?
Oh
Bitch.
Well, Nichol knows how to cut throats. Trust me, I've seen it happen.
Oh my god, I wanted that trauma so badly on my team.
Alright, Jake, the most easily anticipated pick of this whole draft.
Wait, who did Will pick?
Well, I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, I didn't hear.
Good question. Who is Will gonna pick? Because that's literally
fuck you, Will. You don't get to pick now. No Moon Knight. You just get that slot.
I'm in a situation of like, I got a pretty good team. I think my team's solid. I got a good core chemistry going. Everyone's a pretty solid. Like, they can handle themselves on their own, and they are very adaptable to fight with others.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Now I could pick somebody that literally could just go off and do his own thing, and nobody has to worry about. But also at the same time, I kind of want to keep some good, like, possible teamwork going here. Ooh, you know what? I can't believe I'm going to do this. But I think it would... I don't know if they would get along, though. Fuck. Oh, shit, you know what? Why not worry about it? If I want a badass fighter, we going Valkyrie. We gonna go Valkyrie. Give me my badass wife right there. I love her. Her and Thor are gonna be fucking throwing hands. She's gonna be doing it with a bottle in her hand. She would be chugging, fucking beating the shit out of people.
Yeah, Valkyrie's a good pick.
Moon Knight, I'll get the other psycho violent person.
Yeah.
It's Guardian.
Any other thoughts on Valkyrie?
Love her. It would be better if her and Hulk were on the same team, but whatever.
Yeah.
If I didn't
next best, Thor's next best.
If I didn't get Hulk or Thor, then Valkyrie was going to be my pick for that slot on the team.
Yeah. I wish Love and Thunder didn't take. Well, I mean, she didn't die, but like they basically sidelined her for the final fight. So like.
Yeah.
Yeah. But all right. Well, time for the most obvious pick. Let's go Star-Lord. Let's take my boy and bring him home. I love the music. Great taste in music. Great dresser. And he's a misfit, and he doesn't always make the best decisions. Clearly, as evidenced by the fact that he slapped Thanos in the face. But you know what? We'll take it. And if we're talking about the fact that he almost had the powers of a god, like before he decided to give them up, I think Star-Lord could be better if he still had those, but I'm excited for Guardians 3 and how I guess to end his storyline, though I think he's going to be one of the Guardians that survives to be in the next couple Avengers movies also.
You have some quippiness on your team.
Yes, I do.
What, he took Drax?
No, I took Star-Lord. Why would I take Drax?
Star-Lord, Iron Man, and Spider-Man.
Jesus, like... Oh my god, is this Star-Lord with the Celestial Power still, or no?
Well, I was talking. I mean, obviously that would make him better. But like,
If we're able to do that, then I get to define when I'm taking Hulk from. If I'm just pulling them anywhere from the timeline here.
yeah. I mean, it's.
I think that, you know what? I think that's fair, because if we go with that, because then at the same time, then I'm getting Prime Captain America, because that's what I was assuming too, not Old Man Cap. So.
Well, yeah, yeah. You'd be stuck with Old Man Cap at that point.
Hey, don't ever underestimate Old Man's strength.
I mean, he's still a super soldier, and I mean, look at Logan, the movie Logan. That like he still was throwing hands.
Yeah, very true.
So, but no, if we're doing like prime feats of it, yeah, I can give JJ the fucking like Prime Hulk whenever he thinks Prime Hulk is, and vice versa.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, Sakaar Hulk is Prime Hulk.
Thor bodied him still.
Okay, my last pick is gonna be Wong.
One.
Because even if Doctor Strange could beat him in a fight,
He can.
Wong. Yes, I'm not contesting that. There's no contest there. I'm not arguing that point.
Okay.
If anybody has the know-how, it is Wong. Also, he's got a lot of resources. I mean, he's the fucking Sorcerer Supreme. So, like, you put him with Mr. Fantastic and Professor X, and they can get anything they need, just anything.
Yeah, I like Juan. Again, he's the star of the MCU now. So, I'm shocked JJ didn't pick Daredevil at all. I'm really shocked.
I know that one surprised me. I thought he would have gone with his homeboy. But then again, if you think about it though too, I didn't go with Hulk.
That's true.
Daredevil's great for a small scale thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He does not belong on this level of team.
Fair enough.
He just doesn't.
Yeah.
He's not going to go toe to toe with anybody else on my team. Hulk, Wolverine, Professor X, Mr. Fantastic, or Wong. Like, Daredevil just can't compete with them. I love him. He's my favorite. I love his story. I love the show. But he's a small hero, you know?
Yeah. All right.
We need those too. We need street level heroes.
True. Very true. All right. Well, we should keep moving. Let's get our villains. I guess are we re-randomizing the order, and we should probably pick up the pace.
I got the wheel going right here. Alrighty. I'm going to spin it. And I'm first. Fuck y'all.
All right.
Well, shit.
All right.
Ready for number 2. Ew, JJ.
Excuse me? we can fight all we want, but you?
Don't worry about it. Anywho. All right, number 3, Nichol, and then Super Rookie, your last on the list.
All right. Wonderful.
Oh.
All right. Who
All
you
right.
picking for round 1, Will?
Who do you think I'm gonna take?
Thanos?
No clue, actually.
No, God, no, I ain't taking Thanos. What you mean?
I don't know.
I'm taking Hela.
Oh, yeah.
Good choice.
Hella's a good pick.
Really good choice.
I'm taking Hela. Look, I love Thanos. Okay, so wait, quick question. We giving Thanos a glove or what? Like, how are we doing Thanos? Because if you give me a Infinity glove, like,
Yeah.
it's weird.
Well, I mean, I guess
Or we
it...
could do it like, or I think maybe if you do give him glove, because that was like when he was like a real menace, you don't give him full glove. You give him what he was majority of the time. So the Power Stone, Space Stone, Reality.
That's fair.
I think because that's when he did most of his like actual like big time fighting was when he had those 3 stones.
Right.
Because if we're gonna do that, then I think that's fair. But like, if we were gonna do like full glove, then we could also say Hulk with it or Iron Man with it.
I
Granted,
think those are 2 short times though. Those are 2 short moments.
Yeah.
and like same with Thanos with Full Glove, because even then, like when he had Full Glove, all he he did this thing and then that was it.
Right.
Because the Full Glove was never like it was more like the end point that they were trying to get to half the time.
Sure.
Yeah,
so
true.
I would say if you're for going on when Thanos is with those 3 gems, the power, space, reality stone, because that's when he was doing majority of his big time on screen fighting. I mean, even then without the glove too, he was throwing fucking hands. So it's like he's still a menace. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. Hela's a good pick. I say we just keep moving. Sorry, I want to make sure we get through this in time.
No, you good, Hela for sure. Hela's my pick.
I'm gonna go Venom.
Oh, you took Will's boy.
He's a villain?
I had him on there.
Oh my gosh.
I went a different direction than I think Will did with villains. I think Hela is a very powerful character. I think she's never going to play well on any team you put her on. I think that Eddie Brock and Venom, like the way that they work together, they've shown that they can like actually work with people, even though they're both very much crazy and not able to, interact with others on a very good level. But yeah, that's my pick.
Tom Hardy goes off. So yeah, as much as So I mean, I don't want to take too much time. So but that's a good pick. Nichol, your first round pick for villains.
Loki.
Makes sense.
Solid. Very solid.
Can't argue with that one.
Yeah.
Very solid.
Yeah, very solid. Well, I'm something of a scientist myself. I have to pick Green Goblin. I love Willem Dafoe, and Goblin goes hard. He's a chaotic force. Doesn't give a shit about anybody. So, like, and I think he's one of the most iconic comic book movie villain performances of all time. So, have to give it to Gobby.
I like it.
Do I get to go again? Yeah, like that, right?
Yeah, you get to go again, brother.
Well, you guys are certainly giving me the option. I'm gonna take Thanos.
I don't blame you on that one. Yeah.
He's available. I'm gonna take him. So, also iconic villain now. So like 2 iconic villains, it makes sense. So, all right, Nichol.
I'm gonna pick Killmonger.
Killmonger. All right, Killmonger's a really good pick.
Michael Jordan and Loki, I feel like would get along great, and they each offer different things.
Yeah. I feel like they'd both be fighting for who got like power, but yeah. I mean, I don't know. We don't know what their dynamic completely would be, but they'd be entertaining together for sure. All right, JJ.
Winter Soldier.
Ooh, Bucky.
Ooh.
I think it's good to have somebody who knows how to like fight in a way that's actually like, kind of martial fighting.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got some solid training.
True. Yeah, Bucky's a pretty solid pick too. So, all right, Will.
All right, this double pick, it's gonna get spicy. So first, I'm going with Ahmed.
Oh, the crocodile goddess?
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
And then my second one, I'm going with Icarus.
Oh, Icarus from Eternals.
Ew! Damn it!
Mm-hmm.
That's the first time I've heard Nichol upset this whole draft.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think that is a scary trio because I feel like they would be like they could like weirdly be aligned in some ways. Like they could convince each other to be aligned.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. First Eternals pick is Icarus.
Oh, I was thinking about taking Icarus for the heroes, but like with what was available, I was like, I could probably get Icarus as a villain, so I'll take Icarus.
Right.
It was on my list.
Yeah. All right, JJ, your next pick for villains.
Yeah, so this is a bit of a stretch, okay? But I'm going to take Dormammu and give the flavoring that my entire team is part of the Dark Dimension. I know that doesn't happen in the MCU, but that's the way I'm like thinking of it. Like if they were to actually function as a team, that's the only way that I feel like Dormammu could be part of it. Is like, okay, here we go.
True. Fair enough. You've come to bargain. All right, Nicole, your next pick for villains.
I'm picking Kang.
Kang the Conqueror.
Ooh.
Very excited to see him.
Extremely dangerous in Phase 5 moving forward. From what I've learned about in the comics, he is a force. And I think also having him and Wanda on the same team, they're probably the two strongest total people in the MCU. So having them on the same draft just makes sense.
Yeah, I'm excited. I loved, Will's gonna say fuck Loki, but I loved him showing up at the end of Loki, so.
God, this show pissed me off. I like characters, but I fucking hate this show. It's so bad.
All right.
But I think that's a solid pick.
Yeah, it's a very good pick.
Definitely investing. You know, we want to see what he could be.
All right. So I get double picks now. I'm gonna take Mysterio as my next pick. I just love the ability to use illusions, and Jake Gyllenhaal is one of my favorite actors as well. So, really great performance, and just like he is also unstable, so like, could be interesting there. And then I'm gonna take Zemo, because he has wicked dance moves, and he's very cunning, smart. He's rich. He's a baron. So I mean, like, I really do like Zemo. So
nice, Jake. Zemo was on the list for a potential.
Oh, nice.
My turn?
Yes.
I'm gonna pick Agatha.
I knew you were gonna pick Agatha.
Christ. You got
Agatha.
such a powerful team. Individual members.
Hey, so who?
It was Agatha all along.
Agatha and Wanda.
Yeet.
Oh my god.
I really did my thought process of this, y'all.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to take Ebony Maw next.
Squidward.
I think he, even though the Black Order wasn't like shown like for an extended part of the movie, I think that he's kind of underratedly powerful.
Yeah. He went toe to toe with Strange, so.
Mm-hmm. Hey, there you go, Will. That's my counter, sort of, kind of.
Squidward.
Damn, you showed me. Darn, what am I gonna do?
All right, Will, double pick for you.
Is it my last two?
Yes, for villains.
Yeah. Ooh, all right. Got a decent little theme going here, you know. But like, wow, we really called him. Because now I'm thinking about people who would be like power hungry and who would be willing like to listen to two of them. I'm not seeing him, Jake. Did you forget to put him on the list, or are we not considering the Mandalorian a villain?
The Mandarin. I have Wenwu on there.
The Mandarin, yeah, I said Mandalorian. The Mandarin.
What? I have Wenwu on there.
Oh, there he is. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're going Wenwu.
He's a good pick.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna put him on there, and then for my final pick in terms of the Agatha one was the one that I was actually kind of like low key looking at. Cause like I thought that was gonna be like a good, you know, sleeper pick to have on there.
Yeah.
But Nichol, you know, doing her homework, you know, picked that up easily.
All right, who's your
like
pick?
My final pick? Oh man, like in terms of who would really want, who would listen to these other psychos in terms for greedy power, that could actually be a fucking threat to half these people. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we got taser faces out there.
There's meme potential.
Ooh. you ready for this one. Laufey, the Frost Giant.
Oh, you're going with the Frost Giant. All right.
Mm-hmm. I know we got Surtur up there, but like,
yeah,
I got Hell. I don't think Hell would want to interact with that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like the first.
What are you gonna do with, like, I don't know. You know? And Laufey's got the army.
True. I feel like the first Thor did the Frost Giants pretty dirty, but.
Dude, negotiations, man. Dude, it's powerful.
Yeah.
I like my villain team.
I'm struggling with my last pick, to be honest.
It's tough, man.
It is tough. I think, with the size of our team, with 15 total, I think it's good to have more than one, like, big, beefy, tanky person. So I'm going to also take Cull Obsidian.
Oh, nice.
Who are you taking?
Cull Obsidian.
Cull Obsidian from Infinity War. That was the big guy on the Black Order.
Yeah. All right. Nichol, your pick.
None of you guys are ready for this one.
Oh, God, I know what it is.
God.
This is a very unpopular opinion. Like, you guys are going to probably hate me for this.
I know what it is.
I'm picking Malekith.
Oh.
She's picking someone with the... No.
I really, really like For the Dark World a lot. A lot. I've watched it a lot. When I get bored, I literally sometimes put that movie on just because I do thoroughly enjoy it. And I know it's a stretch. It's still in my bottom 7. It's in my bottom 7. But it's a stretch. He's powerful. That last battle and like the square and like being able to transport people and shit. I just think he's a good powerhouse to have on my team. Because I'm going a lot with like the magic. And I think a dark elf would be good. The only issue I think I might have on my draft is I don't know if Loki will get over him killing his mom. That might be the only like hesitation.
Yeah.
But I'm picking Malekith. I think he's good, especially if he has the ether. I think it's a solid team.
Well, there goes the villain with the personality of a goldfish.
Also, we're thinking with a big blend of heroes and villains all together. I was thinking like, all right, villains gonna be kind of their own squad, heroes gonna be their squad. Whoops.
No, I'm putting everyone together. Like
I'm putting everyone together too.
Yeah.
Shit, I might not need to do my fucking team, man. I just had to divide and conquer.
I would have chosen very differently for my villains if I was not putting everyone together.
No, because like I honestly, because well, I mean, if you think about it, like if you combine everything, every villain on here has had some personal gripe to where the other person's really not gonna wanna. Because like I mean, you got Thanos, you know, like nobody gonna get along with Thanos. Yeah. Like.
Yeah, my last pick for villains, I'm gonna go. I love this character from a psychological perspective. I'm picking U.S. Agent John Walker. I think he's one of the most interesting parts of Falcon and Winter Soldier. And Wyatt Russell did a really good job. And like just the part of like when he kills the Flag Smasher with his shield and like the bloody shield is like a great like terrifying and like great image. Like it's crazy that Disney was able to like honestly get away with that because they don't really like showing too much blood. So like, yeah. So all right, that is the villains. So that's what were you gonna say, JJ?
John Walker was one I was considering. I had a group that was Crossbones, John Walker, Taskmaster, and Winter Soldier.
Oh, nice. Yeah. All right, interesting. So let's go side characters and finish this off. So last randomized order.
spin the wheel.
The wheel.
All right, here we go.
Nichol sounds so upset.
Work. It's JJ.
Awesome.
It's me. Sorry, Faruqi.
Oh, I'm last again?
JJ literally just switched.
That's fine. I mean, I'll take this double snake pick. That's fine. All right, let's finish this off. JJ, who are you going to pick?
Kevin.
The Kevin Feige AI?
Yes. Because literally can just stomp on all your characters.
That's true.
I can just rewrite everything now. So.
Nichol has not gotten to that in She-Hulk, but that's... you're going to be interested in that, Nichol.
I didn't even think about that.
Wait, I did.
Wait, when you said Kevin, I thought you meant like Kevin Bacon. I'm so excited at Kevin Bacon, and I forgot about the She-Hulk.
No, Kevin Bacon is just gonna stomp on Thor.
You know what? I can make that argument, but I'll wait.
My man was so excited for fucking Kevin Bacon. I was just like, okay, fine. That's
all right. Well, who are you choosing?
I'm taking Odin.
Oh yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
I was about to say the fuck.
Anthony Hopkins.
When you were like, Kevin, I was like, Odin's on this list, y'all. Like.
All right, Nichol, your pick for side character.
I am picking Luis.
Nice.
He can tell a great story.
He got.
He has all the connections.
All right, well, I am gonna take Kevin Bacon because you gotta put Star-Lord and Kevin Bacon together, and it just was a legendary payoff, and I actually want to see it if Kevin Bacon can make it past a few rounds of the draft. So, but then I have to double pick, and I gotta pick the guy in the chair Ned leads, and Ned knows magic, so.
My list is very safe so far.
I think mine's okay too.
I am picking Darcy.
Darcy. All right. Kat Dennings. Hey, I mean, she got better in WandaVision, and she had a cameo in Love and Thunder, so, like, there we go.
I don't think she's done. I think she'll be in more.
Oh, I think she will, too. All right. Will.
Ooh. We're gonna go with fucking oh my, give me Heimdall.
Heimdall. JJ's mad.
He almost snuck by me, but I seen his name there.
Oh, that was my next one.
Hey, Idris Elba's cool.
Dude, he's the main man. I love that dude.
Yeah.
All right, fine. Instead of Heimdall, I'll take Frigga.
Oh.
That's who I was looking at, too.
And I will also take Hank Pym.
Ooh.
No!
You had both of them?
I'm taking. Oh, dang.
Wow, you just double destroyed Nichol.
I'm not. Fuck you. Took Moon Knight from me. Get wrecked.
I think my last two picks are safe. We shall see.
Is it my turn?
I was gonna pick Frigga because I wanted to like mend up Loki.
Oh, man.
Well, I guess in the
Christ, I have Hela and Thor and Odin.
That's so.
Guess what?
I very much thought about taking Love, just to
Thor's kid.
Screw with you.
Don't you also have Valkyrie too?
I do. And guess what? We're adding another one. Lady Sif. Come on.
Lady Sif. All right.
God, oh my God.
This is great. No, what's nice is because Odin like fucking went through a character development, and now like he's gonna be sitting there and he's gonna be looking at the show and be like, "You guys are all fucking stupid."
The battle of the Thor characters in this bracket is going to be interesting. All right, Nichol, your next pick.
I need to look at the list. Whatever, I get to pick in another one. I'm picking Morris.
Morris from Shang-Chi, the little hamster chicken thing. I love Morris, but I want to see Morris make it past a round just to see.
Oh, don't give me that shit. He's cute.
All right. Well, okay. So I get to double pick. Well, I gotta pick the king, Jimmy Woo, because character development. He knows close-up magic. And
Sleight of hand. Don't underestimate.
And I gotta take Dale, the Baskin Robbins manager, because Baskin Robbins always finds out.
Everybody
We
else.
talked about it, and I was gonna pick him.
I'm sorry,
I was
Jay.
gonna go-
I'm just convinced Baruchi's just whole team is memes. Like, you can't convince me otherwise.
I am going to meme.
I got backups. I don't think Will is gonna pick either of my last two, and I don't think Nichol will either.
No. Wait, I got how many more picks? 2 more?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Nicole's pick is next, though.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I think she's recuperating from
The double whammy.
the. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I apologize for holding you up, Nicole, by the way.
I'm sorry.
You're good.
My fault.
Where are you? I know who I want to.
Who are you thinking of?
I know. I just found her. I'm gonna probably fuck up her name. I went Shang-Chi's sister.
Jilane.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah,
All right.
she's a good pick.
I think she's strong.
Yeah, she's a good fighter.
Oh hell
I
yeah.
don't.
All right. JJ, or no, Will, sorry. Will, you're up next.
I'll take
Alright.
this.
Shut up, JJ. Calm yourself. Beat your ass. You know what? Fuck it. I got a theme going. We're sticking with it. Love.
Thor's child. All right.
Yes. She is
Alright.
gonna be the most protected child ever. Like, for real.
All right, my fourth pick I think is actually like a solid choice. Talos.
Oh, the scroll. Yeah,
Um,
Ben Mendelsohn.
yeah, because I think that that's a really solid power
Yeah.
to have. And then lastly, I hate this man so much, but my team needs some money, so we're going to Elon Musk.
Oh my god. Elon Musk from Iron Man 2, of course, in his cameo. But yeah, all right. Well, I'm interested to see how the internet reacts to JJ having Elon Musk. I don't know that he's going to make it past a round, JJ. I'm going to be honest.
That's fine. I have Elon Musk because I didn't get Iron Man.
Yeah.
That's the only reason.
The War Machine.
She is not rich. I want the money.
All right. Well, your next pick, your last pick.
Oh my god, I'm gonna slaughter the name. But I actually really liked her in the show. I need her on my team. The Hippo Goddess.
Towerette. Towerette. Yeah.
Towerette. Yes. Man, I got some divine fucking interventions on team.
That's going to be
Yeah,
interesting.
you do.
All right, Nicole, your last pick in the draft.
So I was gonna pick Ian, the intern from Dark World, but I'm not. I actually
Oh.
decided to change my mind after going through everything. I'm actually picking Howard Stark.
Howard Stark.
Nice.
There you go. Money, JJ.
Money and brains and everything he creates, he can create my team. all Captain America shields if he wanted to. So,
True.
Fuck you, Captain America.
You're right about Howard Stark having money, and I didn't think about that.
Oops.
But whatever.
Oh, it's gonna be funny to see people's reactions to Elon Musk.
A Howard Stark pick. Like, what was that dig? Okay. Oh, you don't have a shield. Guess what? Cap's got Mjolnir now. Congrats.
All right. Well, my last pick in the draft. So I'm between a few people. Oh God. This is tough because like I really want to meme really hard still, but then I'm like, what is actually best? All right.
I don't know. Dale did it all.
Dale could take it all. You know what? I think because I have to take Mr. Owen Wilson, I'm going to take Mobius.
Nice.
Wow.
Okay. Nichol, I know you had to leave 10 minutes ago, but if I could indulge you all in a quick question, who's your ace in the hole? Like, who's your strongest on your team?
Like meme-wise or legit?
for this draft. Like, if anyone on your team is going to win, who's it going to be?
Oh.
For me, it's Kevin.
Kevin Feige. Kevin Feige.
I'm bodied and annoyed by She-Hulk. I don't want to hear shit.
Listen, you don't have none of y'all have any fourth wall breakers. None of y'all.
True. No one got Deadpool.
So,
or She-Hulk.
Will's looking at me like, fuck you.
What are you doing? That's the look.
Unplug them. There you go.
I think my hole on the wall is, wait, are we picking like who we think's gonna win off of our team?
Yeah.
Probably Wanda.
I was going to say, it has to be Wanda. The Wanda stands are going to take over. I'm going to tell you that right now, Nicole.
I don't know. I'm banking on the opposite. Gotta play. No, I'm saying, like, you gotta play in the minds of how the internet works.
Yeah, well...
Draw a female character, internet's like, nah.
See, depending on where this goes, Elon Musk could win.
He's gonna put his own personal bias in there.
I don't think anybody's going to put away their personal bias is the problem.
I got so many powerhouses on my team. I don't know who's going to fucking win. You know, I got a lot of contenders up there.
I'm going to say one of the Asgardians.
I mean, I think with how many Thor characters we have, a Thor character is bound to win.
I got Odin. I got Thor himself. Hela.
Yeah. Well, I think probably I'm going to say either Thanos or Green Goblin for me are my aces in the hole.
Yo, did we have Khonshu up here? Or did we just
Khonshu was in the list.
Didn't pick them.
Oh, I missed him.
Rip.
Yeah, Will.
Okay. So here's the thing. So I guess... Well, you have a hippo now instead of a dead bird.
No, it's fine. She's more fun.
Yeah, true. All right. Well, so here's the thing. We're gonna end the recording here, but off air I'll get the bracket going and send it over, and we'll get to look at who's matched up against who randomly, randomize all the seeds. So thanks for being part of this. This was a really fun time, and I guess next time we talk might be after or have a podcast is Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. So, I guess at this point, anything else anyone else wants to say before I close this out? All right, we will see you all next time on The Tribe of Nerds.